3 more sides set to join them in the quarter-finals, and who will it be out of Ivory Coast and Senegal? We are going to find out in the next few hours. In the press conference yesterday, that everything that happened in the group stage counted for nothing. We are underway in the round of 16 in Yamoussoukro in this game between the host nation, Ivory Coast, and Senegal, the defending champions. Senegal playing from right to left in green. The Elephants of Ivory Coast, all in orange. Senegal rated 2nd in Africa by football's world governing body, FIFA. Ivory Coast 8th on the continent. 86 Senegal beaten 1-0 in the group stages. As Mane swings in across, a little bit of space in the box, struck hard and into the back of the net. And what a start for Senegal, and what a start for Habib Diallo. Super strike with his left foot into the roof of the net, and Diallo has his 2nd goal of the game. And the flares are lit just down to my left-hand side. And what a start for the defending champions, and absolutely everything that Ivory Coast didn't want to see. Found by Mane. He just needed one touch to control it, and another to lash it past Yahia Fofana in the Ivory Coast goal for a dream start for Senegal. Here it is, nice turn from Mane, took it down with his chest. And you're not going to stop those, are you, Clifford Malunga?
Yeah, no, definitely not. I mean, you could see from the early touches of Senegal
as they clear their lines at the back that were Sangare scoring the other. Both correct decisions. And both just compounding the misery felt by Ivorian fans. Angry Ivorian fans. That's a lovely ball up to Crasso. Onto his left foot. Drops his shoulder again, lays it off to Fofana. Fofana cannot turn, because that was smothered by the Senegalese defence. Gradel now, nice little touch to lift it past his opponent. Into the middle it goes, Fofana! Fofana in the middle, it's a heavy touch, keeps it alive and forces the corner. Excellent driving run, really well. And he's got inside a corner, and it's good pressure and good play from Ivory Coast.
Yeah, very, very good play down the flank there by Conan there. Pushing a good ball into the box there, and again Fofana, those deep runs into the box again. Almost gets onto that one there. Unfortunately, that's what Varane.
Forward again through Diallo, and that's a really good save from Fofana, because that was creeping inside the far post as Diallo went in search of his 2nd. Simplicity itself it was, as Koulibaly played him in.
Fortunately for him there, the keeper was on his toes and made that save there. But very, very poor from Ivory Coast in that situation.
Well, they switched off at the beginning of the first half, and they switched off again at the beginning of the second. Flicked on and flicked wide. Beat them himself at the other end. Kalidou Koulibaly, yeah, well wide in the end.
A good try from him there.
Diallo, a bit of space for Diallo, and a man in confidence hits it. Straight at Sarr. Mane tees it up to the left-hand side. Swung in. Senegal goal. The left back and swung in by Ivory Coast. Can they find Hilarious over his head? Headed back into the middle. Bit of space in the middle for Ivory Coast. It's spilled. Another chance for them. Oh, I think it hit Hilaire and went behind for what will be a goal kick.
Yeah, but Ivory Coast are going to have to add even more pressure on them from this position and going forward.
Well, it was a really good ball back in from Adingra. Then the header on target. And here was the strike, and I think, well, it came off Mendy, surely. That's good play from Pape Sarr into Ismaïla Sarr. There's space in the middle for Mane here. Onto his right foot, into Sarr. It's just slowed it down into Mane, over the post and the crossbar. Go to Pape Sarr breaking it up again. And here you just thought at one point he was going to bring in Jackson, used him by not using him. And then that was the effort for Mane.
It's a big, big miss there from Sadio Mane. There's some good play from Senegal around there. Good, oh wow.
Of February, we are thinking about reaching the quarterfinals as they're in behind here. Ivory Coast a chance, surely to draw level. Super save from Mendy. What an opportunity for Nicolas Pepe. Simplest of balls out from the back. And look at the space for the Ivorian. And he tried to bend it around Mendy, and he used his full frame. 6'4" Mendy, it was just too close to him. Mark Aliou Cisse certainly hopes. Haller. That's a proper touch from him. Adingra plays it into Haller. He's got Kwame ahead of him, and here is Kwame. If he can get the touch right, he can't, but it won't matter, surely. That's a penalty to Ivory Coast. Oh, what has the referee done? He's shown a yellow card to the Ivorian player, and he's accused him of dying from a long, long way away. It looked like Mendy had clattered into Kwame.
That's definitely a penalty. What a great pass from Hala. Good run there from Pepe there, and definitely penalty.
Oh, surely he's taken out, but he's been booked. There's the touch, absolutely clattered to the ground, Nicolas Pepe. But at the moment, it is a corner, which is fairly inexplicable. As you might imagine, the Ivorian bench have got something to say about this. Tension in the Charles Conart Bani Stadium. Penalty to Ivory Coast. A huge roar goes up around this 20,000 arena, and I've got a feeling that this yellow card, well, maybe rescinded for Pepe, but Mendy has gone in the book. Over 200 appearances there. He is known as the president in Milan, and he's playing in the president's home city here in Ivory Coast. Can Kessié get Ivory Coast back level into this game and give them dreams of knocking out the defending champions and making it into the quarter-finals? Hands on hips for Kessié. Up he steps, up against Mendy, and he finds the back of the net. And Ivory Coast are level, and an enormous cheer comes out of this stadium and across the country.
Kessié right there. What a wonderful penalty, what a wonderful way to get back to the game. And we definitely have a game on our hands now.
What a moment from Kessié. He would have been disappointed not to start this game. Also goes to the ground, but he didn't wait long because the final whistle blows and we go to penalty shootout. 2 years ago, Koulibaly. What will he do this time around? He goes right and points to the Senegalese supporters, and Senegal lead by a 1-0. Excellent penalty from Kalidou Koulibaly. Tries to draw Ivory Coast level early on in the shootout, and he does. Into the bottom left-hand corner. Mendy went the right way, but that was a good penalty out of reach of the Senegalese number one.
Yeah, very, very good.
Given the responsibility of the Teranga Lions' second penalty, the Tottenham Hotspur man. Fofana trying to do his best to put him off, and he doesn't manage to do so. Another very composed finish from Papsar. And after 3 kicks, all have gone in. Excellent technique as well. Yeah. Mendy also moving around on his line. He did this in the final 2 years ago. The drumming tempo increases as Kwame finds the back of the net to silence the drums, silence the Senegalese. And it's 2-2, and another good penalty.
Very, very good penalty, right down to the...
So, Moussa Niakate for Senegal, the central defender. Oh, against the post! And Ivorians are up on their feet around this stadium. It clattered off Fofana's right-hand post. Sadio Mane, look at that. Excellent from him, comes out to comfort Niakate.
An almost good penalty there from Niakate there. Unfortunately, just get in the back of the net there.
From the penalty spot. The big Ivorian striker, can he give his side a lead for the first time in the shootout? He can! And a guttural sound just rings out around this stadium.
Great penalty from a very, very good player there. Kept his composure there.
2 years ago. He goes low into the bottom left-hand corner, and Fofana went the right way. But it is 3-3 now.
No goalkeeper is saving that one there. Right down into the corner of that goal post there. Very, very difficult.
The Ivorian lead. And into the net it goes. And the noise inside here just gets ever louder. And Serge Aurier, once again leading by example, will be through. Up steps Mane, and Mane rifles it into the back of the net and restores parity at 4-4.
Good penalty from Sadio Mane there, very, very good, confident penalty, right?
But Kessié, meanwhile, can start a huge party across the Ivory Coast if he can convert this one kick of the ball. And he does! And Ivory Coast are through to the quarter-finals of the Africa Cup of Nations. And Kessié has done it again, and he celebrates again with a tribute to his late father. And there are scenes of absolute pandemonium inside the Charles Konan Stadium once again. And the defending champions are out. And Ivory Coast have redeemed themselves. And they're into the quarterfinals for just the second time in 4 tournaments since winning the title in 2015. What a moment. To be some party, not just here in the capital Yamoussoukro, but all over Ivory Coast tonight. What a moment for the Ivorians, what a moment for the Elephants. It is so hard to express just how little faith fans had in their team a week ago. They said, we don't even know if we want to go to the second round. We don't believe the team can do anything. Well, now they're in the last 8.